Looney Farm Guy here, and this is Town Productions by Let's Be Having Moo on Farming Simulator 25. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on a PS5. And this is another massive, however, very thoughtful production, sell points, and greenhouses. We'll go through them all. I'll try to do it systematically and try to cover everything and make the main points stand out. So, for the most part, you can run these individually, but they do make products that other productions need for certain things. Where do we start? 136 megabytes download, so it's quite large. There is, as I say, this isn't even all the buildings included. There are a number of sell points. So let's just get that out of the way first. Let's go up to sell points. And these are just decorative sell points that are basically a different version of some of the productions there. We have the Asian takeaway. It's a sell point, so it will buy literally everything. Everything that's produced. So this is going to add some new productions, although you can apparently, from what the modder is saying, you can also run the supermarket production mod at the same time, but there's an extra, but caution is needed if you have other productions that add new products. There is a limit to how many new products a mod can add. So just in case you're wondering why something's not working, you might have too many mods, basically. So anyways, fast food, ice cream parlor, juice bar, pizza restaurant, pizzeria sell point, restaurant sell point, and waffle and donuts. So these are all buildings you can go into. So let's go over to the next set of, I'm going to call them productions. They're restaurants. And these are going to be actually under factories. So let's go there, and they're going to be looking very familiar to you because I just showed you the Asian takeaway. However, the difference between the one I just showed you and this one is this is actually a production, but not in the traditional sense of the word. Inputs go in, but there's no pallets produced. Why? Well, here's a production point of this one, and manage there. Manage production point. Okay, so this produces products like egg fried rice. There is the recipe: long grain rice, egg, spring onion, and vegetable oil is required to make this, but you don't get a product, you get coins. And all of these are going to be, so what the premise of this is, you're making product and you're selling it to people who are eating this stuff, and they give you coins in payment. Now you can have the unrealistic run all of them quickly, so if you want to pile all those ingredients in there, you'll get 10 coins per 1,000 liters. And according to the message that Moo sent me, $100 per, you get $100 per liter, which is, I don't think it's $100 per coin. I'm not exactly clear on what that means. You do get paid a fair sum. Again, I don't know what that actually translates to in actual money. So, you can go inside each and every one of these places. Let's see. I do believe he said some of them, the menu changes depending on what you... Wait a minute. Manage product. So we have the, tofu. Um, yeah. So these, all these in this lineup here are the same thing. So let's, we can go in. Now, the interiors are fairly simplistic. Sandwich mains. Oh, here, I bet you this is the one that the menu changes. Let's go ahead and, oh. There we go. Bagel with cream cheese. Let's turn that on and, yeah, look at that. Bagel with cream cheese is on the menu. That's what we're making. That's pretty cool. I like that touch. I would have missed that unless he would have actually mentioned that. So what happens here? Again, bagel with cream cheese. You'll need bread. Well, actually, you'll need. That's unrealistic. There it is. Whole grain flour, eggs, barley malt extract, and cream cheese. So 48 cycles per month, 1.5 coins per cycle. Again, carrot cake. So all these ingredients, you can do them all or a little bit at a time. Now notice there's barley malt extract. That's going to be something, a production you can make or buy. I didn't see cream cheese. Anything in this recipe here, any of this stuff, whole grain flour, all this stuff, you can either make, and some of it, well, we'll show you. We have a buy point too that you can buy some of this stuff at. And again, these all have, so coming soon, soy burger coming soon, coming soon. Let's see, let's turn one of these on. Corn dog. There it is, look at that. Corn dog is now on the menu. But, again, you don't get pallets of this. This is your producing product, and the product is being purchased, and you get coins. You don't get the coins. The coins are actually represent cash or money. Ice cream. I don't see, oh, this one doesn't have, oh, I bet you it might show up in here. Or is there a menu here somewhere that shows you what? There we go. Chocolate ice cream, cookie dough ice cream. Yeah. So these are very, there's water, sugar, and lemon. Lemon sherbet. Nice. Let's turn that on, see if anything changes in. Oh, there we go. I think that wasn't there before. There's the lemon sherbet right there. All right. Freshly squeezed. And, oh, look at that. Those are stroked out. See that? Apple juice, orange juice, lemonade, strawberry, and grape juice, root juice. Oh, that sounds too healthy, but... manage production point. There we go. And there's the root juice. There it is, root juice. So you get the idea, right? These are, oh, that looks very much like a Pizza Hutteria. And, oh, it's empty here. I bet you if we turn one of these on, where is it? There it is. Garlic, cheese, mozzarella. Oh, it's all veggie, spicy pizza. Look at that. There's the spicy pizza. Yes, of course. There's no meat in Farm Sim 25. We have cattle. We have lots of, yeah, we have lots of animals. You just can't eat them. This one looks interesting. Forget what this one was. This is, oh, onions, plowman's lunch. Okay. Stuffed peppers. Vegetarian lasagna. I like lasagna, even if it is vegetarian. Oh. Guess we don't have anything that Oh, there's a Waffle House. The Plow. Oh, restaurant. All right, finally, waffle and donuts. And, oh, there we go. We can see the menu being chocolate waffle, strawberry, custard donut, glazed ring donut, or orange. Oh, orange spicy donut. I bet you I know what. Come on, let me get out. There we go. Orange spicy donut. Flour, sugar, butter, eggs, orange, chili peppers, and vegetable oil. That would be definitely a very interesting donut. Okay, so you get the idea. Those are coins. You get the coins. The coins represent money. The money you get paid. It's on the hour, every hour. Now to the actual productions. No, not that one. There. No, not that one. Creamery factory. It's quite large, as you can see here. So products in pallets and various things all go in here in the same spot. Buffalo mozzarella, buttermilk, cheese, chocolate, cream cheese, pasta, goat cheese, etc., etc. I have fresh pasta brewing, eggs and flour. Here's your cream cheese, mayonnaise. Um, oh, that's sour cream. Sorry, sour cream, lemon butter, and milk. So some of these things that you can produce in-house and then produce something else. Pallets should pop up over here. The next one is dry products. Here's a new one, oat flour. Then we have sugar beet sugar. Then we have mixed sugar, which takes sugar beet and sugar cane. Still only makes sugar. Wheat only flour. See, wheat only, it's not just flour. Wheat only flour and a whole grain flour, which I have turned on, which we will produce. Mixed flour. Oh. Wheat, barley, oat, and sorghum. Sorghum flour, bread from rice flour, and then bread from just flour. These buildings, you can't go inside. There's the inputs. All the inputs are clearly marked on these factories. This is the last factory. You can look inside. You can't go inside of the factories. And here is the barley malt extract, glucose syrup, and vegetable oil, which are new products. The rest of them are existing base game products. Let's talk about greenhouses. Greenhouses. We have 3 greenhouses. We have an orchard, which produces grapes, apples, olives, lemons, and oranges. Then we have super greenhouse, which produces a bunch more things, which we will look at in a moment. And then the super mushroom greenhouse, which produces the 2 different kinds of mushrooms. Right. So this particular orchard produces the said apples, grapes, lemons, olives, and oranges. They have 2 different recipes: water and manure, or solid fertilizer and water. And those cycles and will vary. Actually, you get more with manure than you do with solid fertilizer. So feeding the manure will actually produce more. So the manure and solid fertilizer both go in here, and the water goes in here. If you're having trouble filling them, try a different trailer. They worked for me. I had no problems. So just try different stuff. Sometimes if it's not working for you, you have to change something in order for it to work. I'm on PS5, as I said, console, so it's working. It worked for me perfectly. So we have the super greenhouse. Again, we have we have 3 inputs: seeds, solid fertilizer, water, and rice saplings if you want to grow rice. So chili peppers, chives, which is new, I do believe. Water, manure, and seeds. And then you have solid fertilizer as a production. You can use that as well. We have cucumbers, garlic, lettuce, long grain rice, which requires the rice saplings, Napa cabbage, onions, both manure and solid fertilizer, red peppers. These are new. Red peppers are actually new. Let's turn red peppers on, actually. And then rice and spring onion and strawberry tomatoes are all, and the chili peppers were base game, right? And the same with the same as the water goes in here. It is a greenhouse. It will produce, as you can see here, these are rice saplings, 2,400 kilograms. They're all the pallets are liftable, by the way. We're going to run it and we're going to show pallets. Here is the manure, seeds, and solid fertilizer go in right here. The trigger is very generous. And then finally, the last of the productions, or the greenhouses, the water goes in here. Manure and seeds go here. The mushrooms there was a spawn point over here. Yes, the mushrooms will appear here. Now, if you're doing a production and you don't want to wait, if you want to make a particular thing and you need just, say, maybe apples or lemons or something, you can buy them. Cucumbers, onions, red peppers, chives, mayonnaise, fresh pasta, sour creams, cream cheese, vegetable oil, barley malt extract, glucose syrup, whole grain flour, wheat only flour, oat flour, apple, lemon, orange, cucumber, onion, red pepper. I think that's everything of the new products. This is going to be found under containers, and there it is. So so for instance, you wanted to make goat cheese and pepper pizza, and you didn't have the red peppers, you can just buy them here, right? Red pepper. So we have lemons, 2,500 liters of lemons. That is the pallet size for the new products. And this is something really cool as well. Just a moment. There's the barley malt extract. That's also 2,500 liters. So the prices, as you can see here, to buy them, it's not cheap, but if you need them to make something and you don't want to have a greenhouse, you can just buy the pallets and then you can make the products that you need. This is really cool. It's getting late in the day. This is cool, but I'm going to just spin it ahead and make sure these productions produce stuff, and then we're going to come back in the light of day and show you a couple more tricks that make this kind of really cool. Alright, so you may be wondering, how did I get a trailer full of lemons? Well, first, let me just demonstrate the sell point over here. Remember, we placed down the sell point. We can sell the lemons directly to the sell point to just make cash. All these interesting. Let's see how much we get. $1,900. So, prices. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can sell literally everything you produce. There's the sour cream. Yeah. If you're looking to make something and you want to know how much it is, just go into your prices. It'll tell you. Like I said, I'm not going to detail each and every price of this video is going to be long enough as it is. So, the products produced can also be loaded in a trailer. As a matter of fact, if we clear out these, this buy point here, not only can you buy pallets, but you can buy the bulk goods, at least some of the bulk goods, and I'll show you which ones. The liquids, you can't for some reason. So what he has added also here is, if we can take a look here, lemons, oranges, cucumbers, onions, red peppers, chives, apples, and lemons. So if we buy apples, we can buy a load full of apples, excuse me, and there we go. Now we can use these apples in a production, or, well, that would be silly to just go sell them. But yes, you can use them in a production, or you can buy them to sell them. I don't think it's like $2,700, and then we sell it. I'm on easy economy, by the way. Yeah, so you don't make any extra money. Now what else is neat is, not only can you buy bulk from there, but you can also load the pallets. And let's see, if we put it over top, is it going to... No, it doesn't pour. It won't pour out, but we can load the oranges into the trailer from the pallet. Isn't that cool? So it's basically all the pallets, except for the liquids. Liquids, none of the liquid trailers I have will load the liquids. The liquids stay on pallets. Although I do have an auto load, the van. I don't know if the van recognizes the liquid pallets. No. So liquid pallets are kind of like on their own. No, can't load. So the auto, if you had an auto load trailer or something, I don't think they're going to pick up the pallets of liquid. So that's yeah. And there we go. We got our oranges. Now, if we're going to go for just a quick drive, we're going to see there's our liquids that we produced. I'm not going to go into detail about how productive they are or how much they use. There's our lemons. This mod is way too extensive to go to. Just one of these productions would let's see, allow pallet spawn, disable pallet spawn. Oh yes, you can do that. I forgot that's a feature of his mods as well. This one, yes, we can disable. Almost forgot that. Yeah, see that? It's not showing anything, but look at my top of my left help window there. Disable the spawn. So you can turn off the spawn, and then you can. One last thing here. Where is our... If we want to send our cucumbers, distribute our cucumbers directly to whatever factory takes them. So just beware that it will send it to anything that uses cucumbers. Okay. I'm sure I must have missed something. I'm sorry if I did miss something. There's quite a lot going on here, but I think I covered the basic stuff. So like I said, if you just want to run one of the productions, I think he suggested the juice store, the juice was one of the factories suggested that you might want to start with. You could buy your, yeah, there's a juice production or a juice restaurant. You can buy your lemons or buy your fruit and put it in there and have it sell. So I don't know if that's profitable or not, but there you go, Friends Town Productions by Let's Be Having Moo, and thanks to Let's Be Having Moo for sending me some additional information. And I would have missed some of that stuff for sure if you hadn't have given me a list of things to look for, and I'm sure I did miss stuff anyways. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Bye for now.